Welcome back, everybody. Here we are at the assembly area for the Hitford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup Race 2 here at Cadwell Park. And we're going to go grab a word with some of the drivers because it's quite exciting. There was a lot of fallout from race 1, wasn't there? Let's just put the classified results from race 1 up onto the screen for you. And it was Mark Eales who got the job done, but a charging Mike Williams just scuppered by the safety car in the end. Couldn't quite get it done. It was a real shame for him. But that's how it finished in race 1. What are we going to expect from race 2? Let's pop that image down and let's go have a chat with some of the drivers and find out. I want to speak to Mike Williams actually because he was absolutely flying. Start wasn't what he wanted. Let's have a chat with Mike very quickly. Mike, race 1, sort of start scuppered you a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I had a bad start and then obviously I just had to take a bit of the grass
at one point and put too much of the brakes on, so I had cars past me.
Brakes? What are they?
I know, don't usually use them, especially on that corner, but you know, it is what it is. If it wasn't for the safety car then I'd probably come back, but
I think so.
Lost,
I mean, it was
we
good.
lost a lot of time, didn't we? So
it was almost a bit Formula 1-esque last year, wasn't it? Like just trying to get that one flying lap in. We got it, and
absolutely,
you were so
mate.
close.
I mean, it was almost Plumbus, wasn't it? You could be there, literally there, 2 seconds away from at one point, and then the safety car. I nearly passed him twice on that last lap. So,
yeah, we saw.
But he was quite defensive. Obviously, he didn't want to push it or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was being quite defensive. I was being obviously aggressive. But it was great racing. So
it was great to watch.
Yeah, really I'm sure it was absolutely fantastic to watch.
You get to do it all again,
some of the in-car footage will be good as well because obviously
send it to me,
yeah, there's some real good manoeuvres taking place out there that you can't really see when you're around here. So
yeah. No, send it to me and best of luck, mate.
All right, mate, thank you.
Top man. Cheers. I wanted to go have a chat with Steve Williams as well. He just didn't take the grid for race 1 either. Let's find out what happened there. He's with Ben as well, which is always good. Hey boys, how we doing? So, question, where were you? Race 1, what happened?
Unfortunately, we had a bit of a problem and a couple of bits of the engine came together which shouldn't come together. So we ended up changing the cylinder head, and here we are. So
you're back.
Yeah, starting at the back of the grid, so that'll be fun.
But you're out, that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, Cadwell Park, you don't want to be back in the grid in Cadwell, do you?
Well, I don't know, that'll be good fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that'll be good fun.
That's true.
Yeah,
Best
spot on. Thanks ever so much. Cheers.
Where's Ben? Ben?
Hello.
Are you racing this year?
I most certainly am. Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
Are you doing Mallory?
I definitely do Mallory.
You've got a bit of a thing about Mallory, you haven't
Absolutely, yeah. Me and Mallory have a little bit of a thing. Yeah. The rest of them, I'm not sure. I'm not too fussed about Setterton because I did that last year.
Yeah.
But
you sharing same car?
Absolutely, yeah.
What's happened to the delivery? Where's the paintball gun gone?
Just had to get rid of that. Have a bit of a change because the car was tired. Looking tired. And after a small prang at Snetterton, decided to give it a fresh lick of paint. It's the same car, exactly the same car, just looks vastly different and hopefully a little bit better. And I think it looks a lot cleaner.
Looks traditional, actually. I think I like the orange wheels though. They kind of stand out.
Yeah, well, it's inspired by the Rover BRM and the Mini with the old English white roof. So it's kind of a bit of a British Leyland mix. Yeah.
And of course, you got the white rose of Yorkshire stuck to the side.
Absolutely. East Yorkshire, born and bred.
Yeah, good lad.
Anyway,
good lad. Cheers, Ben. Great to see you again, by the way, mate. Really good to see you. Let's go have a quick chat with Kyder as well because she ended up out of the race in race 1. Kyder, I wasn't gonna talk to you actually for race 2. No offence, but unfortunately we have to because it didn't quite go to plan, did it?
No, I don't really know what happened. We're looking at the video, but I can't really work out if something slipped or I don't really know.
Because up until that moment, you were having a great race. Oh
I
my
know.
word!
Me and
you
Dad.
three, and Neil was involved in it too.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Oh, it was amazing. Honestly, so much fun. I had so much fun. I was gutted.
Because it's Richard.
Yeah.
It meant a bit more, didn't
Oh
it?
yeah, 100%. I was like, I'm coming. So this one, we're like, I'm trying to beat in this one.
I was going to say, did you have baked beans or something for lunch? Because there's no cars around you.
Yeah, my granddad's not going to be out.
Oh, okay.
So he's got bent valves, we think. So he's not going to be out. Don't know about the others, but it's going to be fun trying to line up on the grid, that's for sure.
Yeah, plenty of space, aren't you? You can
where
probably
am
take
I
your time
going?
off the line, really. No worries, relax.
Yeah. Sort on my own.
Just read a book.
No problem.
Right, good luck, Carla,
Thank
anyway.
you.
Take care. We haven't really spoken to Luke Johnson today, so let's have a quick chat with Luke. Luke, how are we doing, mate? I'm coming in. How was it, race 1?
Yeah, learning curve.
Yeah.
Learning curve. Yeah. 3 seconds quicker a lap than qualifying.
There you go.
So, made a bit
So 6 seconds a lap in this race then, faster.
Finish, mate. But no, to be fair, I made a big mistake coming into bottom mountain too quick.
Yeah.
Andrew got past me and its safety car came out, so that was my race over. So yeah, good experience. So
now you've got to do it all again.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers, mate.
Take care.
Take care. Let's go say hello to Andrew as well. We haven't really spoken to Andrew today. Hey Andrew, how are we doing, mate?
All right, thank you.
You're excited?
Yeah.
If it's anything like race 1, we're in for a bit of drama, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll be out there enjoying ourselves again.
You lot really put on a good show. You know that. It looks so much fun. What is it like driving Cadwell in one of these metros?
It's all right. This is my first time, so I'm just getting used to it. So
yeah.
Just see how we go this time.
It must be quite nerve-wracking first time around. It's not like
it is because you can't.
Silverstone, is it, where it's just tarmac central?
No. It's because you never know what's around the next corner.
Yes. Yeah.
We get in there slowly.
Good man. Well, look, best of luck. Enjoy it, won't you? I think it's almost time to go. Do you want your door, Andrew? Are you all right? Sorry?
It's a bit warm at the minute.
Is it? Yeah, I'll leave it open. All right. Right, it is almost... so let's just go very quickly, just say hello to John Moore, because I haven't spoken to John yet, just before they head out. And then I think we've pretty much spoken to everybody, haven't we? John. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad.
It's good to see you. You were flying in race 1?
Yes, mate, yeah, loving it.
More of the same in race 2, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, mate.
I better let you go.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, that, wasn't it? Okay, time to get going. The cars are firing up. That really was short and sweet. Not much highlights out of that one. Emma, come here. Come here, Emma. We've barely seen each other today.
I know.
Oh, what's going on?
I think you've been a bit busy, haven't you?
I've been rather busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, no.
So you had a good day?
Yeah, have you?
I've had a wonderful day.
Good,
I always do.
Been some really good racing.
The sun is shining, all that's a bit nippy now. I have to put my jacket
it's
on.
getting a bit cold.
What did you make of race 1? Give us your thoughts.
Well, eventually after it started, which was a little bit of a while, good. Couldn't work out who had gone off in this gravel trap, but then saw it being towed in. But we've had some withdrawals, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Dick's not out, is he? But Stephen's back.
Yes, he missed first race, but that's been sorted. Robbie Kennings isn't back out.
No, I spoke to Robbie.
And Tim Savoury isn't.
Chris Savoury, I spoke to Chris as well. Funny enough, I think Kyla's had some baked beans or something for lunch, and nobody wants to park next to her. Look.
Honestly, but she had a first great race though.
She was, yeah.
Awesome until a little hiccup. Well, I don't know what that was, but yeah. So yeah, let's get this done.
Let's get it done, indeed. Right, I'll let you go. Where's Kim, by the way? Oh, there is Kim over there. Yeah, I can see her. Kim absolutely hates the camera, so we make a beeline to make sure we get her on the camera as much as possible every single time. She can't stand it, but watch this. Just watch this, everybody. I'm just going to approach her with the microphone and just watch her reaction. Kim in the with the glasses on. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Ian.
I don't feel like you've had enough airtime today. That's what I feel like.
Well, I haven't had any airtime today, Ian, which just suits me fine.
Would you like to join us on commentary over the other side?
Not really.
Why not?
I'd really rather not. I've got nothing that would interest you in the slightest.
I want to hear your thoughts about race 1. That's what I want to hear.
Okay. There's a little bit of carnage, but they're all safe, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
And it got a bit plumbous out there, but it's just the fact that we've got some young drivers that are new drivers that have come through and finished races. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
The next generation.
I'm going to ask you some questions. You have to answer these questions as well. Who's your favourite driver?
Ooh, That's not very fair, Dick.
Who do you? That's not very nice to call me. Who's a driver who you pretend to like but you don't really like?
I love all of them equally.
Who's going to win this race?
Probably Mark, maybe Mike.
Okay. Would you like me to get you a fence so you can sit on it?
I have to remain in the middle and unbiased.
Okay, all right, no, I'll let you go. I'll leave you to it. You've had enough punishment.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers, Kim. She hates it. She absolutely hates it. I just said, Emma, I don't think she's had enough airtime today. So. I did ask her a few questions, Emma, and I think you have to answer them as well. Who's your favourite driver in the Metro Cup? You have to answer. You have to answer. It's live. You can't back out of it now. Favourite driver? Kim said Dick.
In the last race?
No.
Ever?
In general.
My dad.
Who's the driver who annoys you the most when it comes to admin?
Joe Bull. Is that what you said?
No, I did ask her that one. Kim, come here actually. Quick question. Another question, you have to answer it, and Emma's answered it. Okay. Who's the driver who annoys you the most when it comes to admin?
Joe Bull. No, I know Joe. Yeah, and he knows it too. And I swear to God, he does it on purpose.
Yeah. But he is quite funny with it though, to be fair.
Okay. And I did ask him this question. I said, name me a driver who you pretend to be nice to, but you don't really like.
None. You know I
That's exactly what Kim said as well.
Okay.
They are all lovely, absolutely. I was just trying to catch you girls out. Right, it's time to go. Here we go. Cars out, about to head out on track for race 2 of the Hitford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Let's see how many waves we can get this time, shall we? We count them. There's one from Mark. Can we get one from Mike? No wave from Mike. There's 2. One from Tim. Hey, we get one from John as well. We get one from Matt. Yes, we do. And Les. We get a wave from Les. What about Tony? Go on, Tony, give us a wave. Tony gives a wave. No. Richard. Yeah, Richard gives us a wave. Neil gives us a wave. Of course he does. Ben gives us a wave. He gives us the peace sign. What about Pete? Go on, Pete. Andrew. Go on, Andrew. Give us a wave. Good lads. Luke gives us a wave. Kindly gives us a wave. Hey, there we go. And Stephen Williams gives. You even get a headline treatment. Let's head on over, shall we, and get into position for this race 2. Just a reminder, whilst we walk over, of how race 1 finished of the Hitford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Put that on the screen. So here we go, exciting times, almost time for race 2, the final race of the weekend. Oh, and this is what I wanted to show everybody as well whilst we're here, very quickly whilst we're here. Let's just pop that down very quickly. We will come back to that, I promise you, very, very shortly. But let's just pop that down because I want to show these trophies, new trophies for the MG Car Club this weekend. Look at these. I actually think they're really good. Really like them. Some people not quite so sure, but I actually think they're kind of cool. Mark, I think these are really nice. Really do.
Good.
Why the change?
I do something different every single race meeting. So I've been doing the trophies now for 6 years. We've never repeated them. We have something different every single time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I want one of these.
I like to try and find something a bit different.
I love a globe. Cheers. Right, let's get ourselves in position. Again, as the cars are just lining themselves up, they are going to have their formation lap, of course. Let's pop that race 1 result back on the screen so you can see how it finished for yourself. Of course, Mark Eales taking that all-important win. So as you can see, lining up again, it's going to be Mark Eales on the pole position for this race, Mike Williams in 2nd, Tim Shooter 3rd, John Moore in 4th, Matt Simpson in 5th. We've got Les Tyler down there, Tony Howe, Richard Gerard, Neil Burnett. Ben Young had a very strong race, top 10 actually on here at Cadwell. He wasn't at Brands Hatch, but great to see him here now. So we are missing a few drivers. Robbie Kennan unfortunately can't take the start of this race. We did catch up with him a little bit earlier. Let's obviously take that down now. Robbie Kennan is not in this race, unfortunately. I did have a quick catch up with him whilst the cars go on their formation lap. I spoke to Robbie Kennan after race 1, after his mechanical issues. He's not going to be out, unfortunately, and here's what he had to say. Oh, what happened, mate?
Don't know.
You don't know?
We're still trying to work it out. We don't know if it's electrical. It's definitely not mechanical. It's turning over all right, but very frustrating. This is the longest track for us to come up to. It was like a 200-mile trip.
Well, yeah, you're not a million miles from me, so yeah, it's a long way. Yeah.
So, yeah,
well, we won't be taking this back then together, will we?
No, currently this is an expensive qualifying session. So we're just going to plug it in and see if there's an electrical gremlin somewhere we can rectify.
It's a shame because you are so competitive, aren't you? You're getting quicker and quicker and quicker. And you were quick here.
Yeah, I mean, it was showing good pace. The last couple of laps, I was behind, I think, Andy Ewins, Neil Burnett and Mark.
Yeah.
I let off for a little bit of room, and I basically, me and Mark caught them, and we lost the last 2 laps, but I was on for a 1:49 on the last lap, so which would have kept me in second.
You'd have thought metros, wouldn't you? They're like quite easy to just put together, wouldn't you? But it's not quite as simple as that, is it? And that's speaking from a true somebody who knows nothing about cars.
No, and especially with the A series, you're modifying them to the nth degree. Standard, they would have had like 60 horsepower, and we're up sort of mid 125 upwards.
Yeah. Well, look, good luck. You've probably got a bit of work to do, so I'll let you crack on. But yeah, good luck, mate. I really want to see you out there. So that was Robbie Kennan a little bit earlier. Sadly, he is not going to take the start of this race. Chris Savoury is not starting either, and neither is Dick Trivett. I am pleased to say, though, we've got Steve Williams back, though. So we've lost 3, but we've gained 1. So we're on a net loss of 2 for this race. They're just currently on their formation lap. It's going to be a slightly shortened race as well. Instead of the scheduled 20 minutes, it's going to be dropped down to 18 minutes. So we've lost 2 minutes as well. Time is ticking. There is a curfew here at Cadwell Park. We've still got 1 race to go after this as well, which we're going to be live for, the Cherish Vehicle Insurance AMG Cup. But right now, we are here for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. If you are watching on YouTube, head over to our YouTube channel. If you're not, there's a link in the body of this broadcast called Live Sport Now. Click it, it'll take you to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, and if you comment, we can put them on screen. I can already see Ian Dowler's commented, and he said hi. And Ian, I must say, you need to get yourself down to assembly area, Ian, rather than watching the live stream. So Ian Dowler, if you're still watching, get yourself down to assembly area. You've been called. Now, if you do comment, like I say, we can pop them on the screen. So if you want to have your say, if you want to show a bit of support, get it over to us, message us on, watch the broadcast on our YouTube channel and comment. We can put it on the screen. It's called Live Sport Now. Again, you don't even have to go over and do it. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Make sure you hit subscribe too so you can watch all of the MG Car Club in 2022 live. So cars now lining up. Mark Eales on pole position. Can he hold off a charging Mike Williams this time? He did. He managed to last time. So Mark Eales on pole, Mike Williams second, Tim Shooter in third, John Moore in fourth, Matthew Simpson in fifth, Les Tyler sixth, Tony Howe seventh, Richard Garrett in eighth, Neil Burnett ninth, and Ben Young in 10th, Pete Coleman in 11th, Andrew Ewins 12th, apologies, Luke Johnson 13th, Dick Trivett 14th, not starting the race actually, Kyler Birdseye in 15th, Chris Savoury should be 16th, he's not lined up, Robbie Kennan should be 17th, he hasn't lined up, and Stephen Williams is propping up the field. So here we go, race 2 for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Who's it going to be off the line? Everybody, any one of these drivers could feasibly win this. They've all got a pace. It's really going to be a battle at the front. Eales and Williams, and it's a great start again by Mark Eales. Looks like Williams might just get bogged down a little bit. John Moore and Tim Shooter are going to try and swamp Williams, but I think he's going to get up to speed before they get to him. They're going to go into the first corner. It is going to be Mark Eales who leads the race, and I think Mike Williams is just going to hold on to second. Is he, or is John Moore going to try and go around the inside of turn 2? No, he can't, and it is Mike Williams who holds on to second place there. So Mark Eales, your race leader, Mike Williams in second, and I believe John Moore might have got a look like. Right, yes, I thought I saw somebody going quite slow. Just listen to the circuit comms. It's not quite as animated, as dramatic as I get. But I thought I might have heard something. I didn't. Safety car's just pulled to the end of the pit lane. It's just reversing back. That's good. Doesn't look like we're going to have any issues. Everybody looks like they've got through safely so far. Won't be long until they start going down through the Gooseneck, through Mansfield, and then they'll appear on our screen as they come up to the mountain. Who is going to be in the lead? Is Mark Eels still going to be our race leader? He's looking for a double bubble of wins here at Cadwell Park. He is the 2021 Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup champion, and he's racing against Mike Williams, who's the 2021 Cherish Vehicle Insurance MG Cup champion. So 2 champions, 1-2, and I think Williams might have the lead. Let me see. Does Mike Williams have the lead? Let's have a little look. They're going to appear any second, and he does. Mike Williams leads the race. Mark Eels in second, John Moore in third, Tim Shooter in fourth, Les Tyler in fifth. Then we've got Matt Simpson, Tony Howe, Richard Garrod, Ben Young. We've got Neil Burnett. We've got Stephen Williams. We've got Pete Coleman. Where is Kyla Birdseye? There she is. There's Andrew Ewens come through. There's Kyla Birdseye. She dropped down the order, I think, a little bit there. There is Luke Johnson. No, she hasn't dropped down the order because she did start second last, didn't she? Because she didn't finish race 1. So she's actually gained a place and lost a place. So Steve Williams has made a move up, but she's got past Luke Johnson. So over the line they go, and it is Mike Williams leading the way. He wants to make up for race 1. He got bogged down at the start in race 1, dropped down to 4th. It allowed Mark Eels just to get ahead of Steve. The safety car came out and unfortunately just couldn't get the job done despite closing lap after lap after lap. Now he's really moving, and I don't think he will be looking back here. So here we go. Slightly shortened race. It is Williams, Eels, Moore, Shooter, Tyler, Simpson, Howe, Gerard, Young, Burnett, Williams, Coleman, Ewens, Birdseye and Johnson. 15 runners for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. It is go, go, go. 15 minutes of the race to go as well. 15 seems to be the lucky number right now. So who's going to get this? Can Williams hold on from Eels? It was 1.144 seconds over the line. The lead for Mike Williams over Mark Eels. John Moore having a great time. We just had a little chat with him, didn't we, in the assembly area as well. Tim Shooter in 4th, a multiple race winner with the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Here they come now up the mountain. They're going to pop into your screen any second now. Look, what does the gap look like? It looks like Mike Williams kicks up a load of dust as he gets to the top of the mountain. Tim Shooter's going to be starting to put a lot of pressure on John Moore as well. Remember, it's a one-make series. Look at this. Tony Howe struggling. Tony Howe's going very slow. Richard Garrod and Ben Young just go through there. There's Steve Williams. There's Neil Burnett. And we think Tony Howe has got a problem. Is he going to have to pull into the pits? We wait for the rest of the cars to come through. There is Pete Coleman. There is Andrew Ewens, and there is Kyla Birdseye as well. It's go, go, go. And there is Luke Johnson, first time racing here at Cadwell Park. He's got the rookie sticker on the back. He's just getting familiar, getting to grips with the place. It's a very difficult track to have to ply your trade and learn it at. So Tony Howe, as we said, Tony Howe pulls into the pits. I can hear the hooter going. So Tony Howe into the pits. I wonder if he can get it going. There's still 13 minutes, 13 and a half minutes left on the clock. So you never know, he might be able to get out for a couple of laps, even if just use it as a bit of a test session. But Howe into the pits. So it's Williams, Eels, Moore, Shooter, Tyler, Simpson, Gerard, Young. Then we've got Steve Williams. There's 2 Williams, of course. 28 is Mike Williams. He's the race leader. We've got Steve Williams, number 75. He's in 9th. Then Burnett in 10th. Pete Coleman in 11th. Andrew Ewens in 12th. Kyla Birdseye in 13th. And Luke Johnson in 14th. Tony Howe in the pits. We think he might be out of this race. No Robbie Kennan, unfortunately. No Dick Trevette. Also a no Chris Savoury in this race. There is your race leader. I'll tell you what, Mark Eels looks a little bit closer this time round. It was 1.6. Mike Williams did a best of 1:49.739 last time round, but I think Eels has started to find a bit of pace here. He looks a little bit closer. There goes Gerard, and Ben Young has put in a magnificent performance once again. He is 8th place, finished 10th in race 1. He's now into 8th. There goes Steve Williams, started stone dead last, and he's up to 9th place. There's Neil Burnett coming through, and I I think we have a little bit of a gap now. Whilst we wait for Pete Coleman, Andrew Ewins and Kyler Birdseye to come across. The race leaders going over the start-finish line into turn 1 as we speak. Mike Williams holding the lead, but Mark Eales is close. The gap is down to less than a second, 0.961, and Mark Eales just posted the fastest lap of the race at 1:49.126. As Pete Coleman, Andrew Ewins and Kyler Birdseye come through. Kyler's getting very close to Andrew Ewins, isn't she? I wonder if she's be ready to make a move very, very shortly. That would be a great drive, by the way. Kyler Birdseye started 14th. She's up to 13th already, and she's got Ewins and Coleman in her sight. So Mark Eales, a man on a mission at 1:49.126. He was 0.6 of a second faster than Mike Williams on that last lap. These two have just been dicing with each other all day. It's been wonderful to watch. So 11.5 minutes of this race to go. It's the final race of the day for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. They're at Mallory Park this month. It's a double bubble race calendar month for the MG Metro Cup. There is Mike Williams, there is Mark Eales. It's pretty much as you were, John Moore and Tim Shooter. That's a podium place up for grabs there between John Moore and Shooter. So keep an eye on that battle. And Tim Shooter gets so close to the back of John Moore through Hall's Bends. Can't quite make it stick. Richard Gerrard and Ben Young. Ben Young getting very close to the back of Richard Gerrard now too. Keep your eye on that fight. And there is Steve Williams. Don't forget, he started stone dead last. He's in 9th place as it stands. And we've got a problem for Kyler Birdseye, I think. Unfortunately, she's just dropped down the order. Johnson is now Kyler Birdseye running in last place. I hope she hasn't got another issue. She had to retire from race 1. And she's dropped down to 14th place. So we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, Tony Howe still in the pits. Now there is Pete Coleman, there is Andrew Ewins. Kyler Birdseye was just tucked in behind Andrew Ewins. But now we're going to have Luke Johnson coming through. Let's see, is Kyler Birdseye still running? Now there is Luke Johnson. I am hearing from the audience, still circulating the track, which is good, but clearly something has happened. Now, Mike Williams last lap just decided, thought, no, if you're going to put in fastest lap Mark Eales, I can do one better. Mike Williams just did a 1:48.768 to extend his lead to 1.4 seconds. There is Kyler Birdseye. She's still going, indicator ablaze to turn right. 9 minutes to go. Here comes your race leader. There is Mike Williams. Open up the gap a little bit. There is Mark Eales. Not a lot to choose between the two. 1.4 last time. And here goes Tim Shooter. Is he going to finally make the move on John Moore? And he gets it done with the entry into Hall's Bends. Great driving. And it leaves John Moore under a little bit of pressure from Les Tyler there as well. What a great move by Tim Shooter. He spied and he shot through. Tim Shooter, boom, boom, I'm here all week. Neil Burnett just coming through now. He's about to come into your screen, having a solid race in 10th place. Sort of a little bit out on his own, isn't he? He's 5 seconds behind Steve Williams. And am I right in thinking? Yes, so Tim Shooter up to 3rd, so it's still Williams, Eales. Now it's Tim Shooter in 3rd, John Moore drops down to 4th, Tyler in 5th, Simpson in 6th, Gerrard in 7th, Young in 8th, Williams in 9th, Burnett in 10th. We just wait for Coleman, Ewins, Johnson and Birdseye. Tony Howe still in the pits, and I think probably terminal and out of this race. There is Pete Coleman, there is Andrew Ewins. This could be a bit of a duel forming here between Coleman and Ewins. We'll keep a sharp eye on that one. That is the battle for 11th place. Coleman currently holds it, Ewins wants it. So Mike Williams still fastest lap of the race, 1:48.768. And I think the back markers might start to come into play very soon. A lot of action there is Luke Johnson coming through. There's Kyler Birdseye. Kyler is really catching up to the back of Luke Johnson very quickly. There is Mike Williams, he's your race leader. There's Mark Eales in second place. There's Tim Shooter, who snatched into third. John Moore and Les Tyler. Now it looks like Tyler wants fourth place as well. And Matt Simpson holding into the mix as well. So Richard Gerrard coming through. There is Ben Young. Now I'm just going to have a little look. Steve Williams going very well indeed. Kyler just getting out of the way of the race leaders, and Kyler Birdseye is past Luke Johnson on that lap too. So Kyler Birdseye's just got past Luke Johnson to move back into 13th place. So how long we got? 6.5 minutes left of this race. Can Mark Eales do anything about Mike Williams? It'll be a winner piece if it stays this way. And the title race is really going to heat up. This is the second meeting of the season for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Brands Hatch hosted rounds 1 and 2. Here we are at Cadwell Park for rounds 3 and 4. And there's little to choose really between Williams and Eales so far in this championship. 6 minutes on the clock. There goes Pete Coleman, there goes Andrew Ewins. I think Andrew's perhaps a little bit closer. Still a bit of work to do though for Ewins to get to the back of Pete Coleman. Can he do it with 6 minutes left in this race? So here they come, you can hear them coming. There's your race leader, Mike Williams, car number 28. There's second place, Mark Eales, car number 1, defending champion. There goes Tim Shooter. There is Kyler, but she's about to be lapped by John Moore and Les Tyler. And Richard Gerrard just getting past Luke Johnson. That's not the position. Luke Johnson's just been lapped there. And Ben Young is next to get past Luke Johnson. There goes Steve Williams, having a great race in 9th place. Don't forget, started stone dead last, and he's in 9th. Neil Burnett having a strong race too, in 10th place. So we've got just over 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Checkered flag will be falling fairly soon. Is there going to be any change? Mike Williams' lead is up to 2.232 seconds. Last time around, he was 7/10 of a second faster than Mark Eales. A couple more, a lap or two more like that. Well, we've only got about 3 laps left anyway, and it will be game over. Mind you, we've seen late drama here at Cadwell Park, so anything can happen yet. It's not over until it's over, so don't go anywhere. The clock is running down. So Mike Williams is about to come into our shot very, very shortly. He's just gone around the gooseneck, going to Mansfield, up the mountain. That's Pete Coleman there. And Andrew Ewins is a lot closer now, isn't he? He's not far away. It might be a last lap move for Andrew Ewins to see if he can get past Pete Coleman. He's right up to the back of him into Halls Bends. There's your race leader, Mike Williams. Through he goes. Car number 28. There is Mark Eales in second place. These two have just controlled the field, but Tim Shooter's still in with the mix here. Something happens up the top. He's right there. John Moore still holding on to 4, still holding Les Tyler back, and Matt Simpson just waiting to pounce if something happens up top. Now there goes Richard Gerrard as well. Kylie will not want to get lapped by him family. It's a real family affair with the Metro Cup as well. If you do want to get involved in the Metro Cup, you want to find out more, there's a link in the body of this broadcast to the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup website. Do give it a click. Find out even more. Right, there we go. There is Luke Johnson coming through, currently running 14th, the final runner at the minute. Tony Howe in the pit still, and obviously out of this race. Less than 3 minutes on the clock to go. So your running order for the 14 drivers at the minute: Williams, Eales, Shooter, Moore, Tyler, Simpson, Gerrard, Young, Steve Williams, then Burnett, Cole, Ewins, Birdseye and Johnson. We lost Tony Howe from this race. Unfortunately, Robbie Kenny couldn't start, Chris Savory couldn't start, Dick Trevette couldn't start either, but we did get Steve Williams back. It's been a strong showing from everyone this weekend. It really has, always is with the MG Metro Cup. It's a real sight, isn't it? A blast from the past with the classic Metros. Now I'm just hearing over the on-course culture, I wonder if Mark Eales has just dropped back a little bit. There goes Mark Eales, he certainly has, hasn't he? There is Mark Eales. He was just getting past Pete Coleman, but Tim Shooter isn't particularly close either. So as they go through Hall's Bends, that's not the place you want to catch up to back markers. It really isn't. So the cars are about to start their final lap of the weekend here at Cadwell Park for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Mike Williams goes over the start-finish line. He has a 4.329 second lead on this final lap. And there goes Neil Burnett through. Luke Johnson, less than a minute on the clock. This is now the final lap, and it does look like it's going to be the race win for Mike Williams, unless something quite dramatic happens. It's possible. Mark Eales in second, Tim Shooter in third, John Moore in fourth, Les Tyler in fifth, Matt Simpson in sixth, Richard Gerrard in seventh, Ben Young in eighth. What a performance by Ben Young, by the way. 10th in race one, 8th in race two, Steve Williams in 9th, Neil Burnett in 10th, Pete Coleman in 11th, Andrew Ewins in 12th, Kyler Birdseye 13th, Luke Johnson 14th. Unfortunately, we lost Tony Howe fairly early on in the race. He pulled into the pits. He obviously won't be getting going again, so he is out. So here comes Mike Williams. There he goes. He's just got to navigate Hall's Bends back of the circuit, get round Barn, and then he'll be home and hosed. There is Mark Eales. It's still been a pretty impressive weekend for him. He's going to finish second place, a 1-2 this weekend for him. Tim Shooter's going to hold on to third place. It looks like John Moore is just going to hold on for fourth ahead of Les Tyler. Matt Williams is going to come home in sixth. That's Coleman and Ewins, by the way, there for the 11th and 12th. Andrew Ewins is not going to get past, we don't think, either. Richard Gerrard going very well too in 7th place, kind of out on his own a little bit. There is Stephen Williams. Oh, Stephen Williams has got past Ben Young. So listen, on the last lap there has been some drama. Steve Williams has got past Ben Young on the final lap to take 8th place. Young will come home in 9th, which is still a very, very impressive performance. Checkered flag has fallen. Mike Williams does take the win by 4.796 seconds over Mark Eales, who comes home in second. Tim Shooter takes the checkered flag in third. It's a podium for him. John Moore in fourth. Les Tyler in fifth. Matt Simpson in sixth. Richard Gerrard's over the line in 7th. Pete Coleman's over the line in 11th. Andrew Ewins is over the line in 12th. Steve Williams, just confirmation, did take 8th place from Ben Young. So Steve Williams from last to 8th. Very, very strong performance there. Ben Young in 9th place. Just waiting for Neil Burnett to come over the line. We've got Kyler Birdseye to finish. Johnson as well. There is Luke Johnson. I don't remember seeing Kyler go past us, actually. So Burnett has finished. Right, as they go over the line, let's just pop TSL up onto the screen so you can see how things have finished at Cadwell Park for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Fantastic racing indeed from everybody. Thanks for watching this. Don't go anywhere though, because we are staying live. Oh yes we are, because it's time for race 2 very shortly of the MG Cup. Don't go anywhere just yet. I'm just looking to see actually where Kyler, I haven't had Kyler finishing unfortunately. I wonder if she's pulled into the pits or that, or she stopped out on track. So it's been a bit of a shame for Kyler Birdseye this weekend. But Mike Williams picks up the win. Mark Eales second, Tim Shooter in third. That's how it's finished. Let's pop those classified results down, because Now it is time for the final race of the weekend here at Cadwell Park. Overall, final race of course for the day for us for broadcasting, and the final race of the weekend for the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup.
So the grid for the MG Cup is also set by the results of the earlier race. And I'm led to believe now.
Hello, we're ready. Right, here we go. Welcome everybody back at Assembly Area course for race 2 of the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Let's go grab a quick word with some of the drivers before they head out on track. We've got Aaron Ross over here. Let's have a quick chat with Aaron. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Not too bad. Ready for this one? Looking forward to it? It's a bit late, actually, isn't it?
It's a bit late in the day, but yeah, no, sort of getting a bit cooler now, so shouldn't be too bad. But enjoyed the first race.
Yeah. Cadwell Park's a real challenge, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lovely race, lovely track. Yeah, it's just trying to keep up with Schultz over there. He's sort of like
quick, aren't they? Very
flying
quick
along these. But yeah, no, it's a good day.
Right, I'll let you go because actually we've got the hurry along already. I think I just grab a very quick word of Ian Dowler. Hey up, Ian. You got a rear bumper again.
I got my rear bumper back. Keeps coming back. My little boomerang, that is.
You just got the cable ties on it now.
Just it all only had cable ties anyway. They're a little bit thicker this time, and I got two extra ones.
Ian, there's a lot of love and support for you on social media. Give your fans a message, or give them a wave or a thumbs up.
Hello to everybody at home. Thank you for watching. It has been a good day, although the results have not shown it. Still dialing the car in from last year's settings, so hopefully this race we're going to get it off the line and we'll have a real good race again. It was great fun in the first race, so let's have another one and we go from there. Thanks for everybody for watching. Hello to my uncle and auntie and my son and girlfriend at home. Thank you.
Ian, you're a legend. Best of luck, mate. Enjoy it, won't you? Thank you so much. Car's going out on track already. Look at that. We'll stand over here because we won't be able to walk away, so we'll hang over here. So the grid order is done from how race 1 finished. So as the cars just head out on track, we will very shortly put that on screen for you. Off they go, look. Final race of the day. Right, so we're going to get into position. Whilst we do that, let's just put the race 1 results up from the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. That's how the grid is going to line up as well. It was some great racing, wasn't it, from everyone? So that is your grid order. And as we make our way down, of course, there's going to be a green flag lap. Again, as always, the formation lap. It's the final race of the weekend here at Cadwell Park for the MG Car Club. Another wonderful event, very brilliantly organised, as it always is. Tony Howe's car, actually, from the MG Metro Cup. It's just on the back of the flatbed. That's going to come around, so they're obviously going to get that out the way and cleared first. Whilst they do that, we had a little chat with a certain Mr. Richard Buckley earlier after race 1, and we had a little chat about race 2, what we can expect from him. Here's what he had to say. That got quite dicey out there, didn't it, mate?
Had a bit of fun with it.
You and Dave Nixon are really going for it. What happened? Because Dave suddenly dropped back. I didn't see it.
Oh, so we're coming down to the gooseneck, and then I sort of had the one of him come around the outside, and he tried to take a really, really defensive line, knocked up, lost it, and just went on the grass. So obviously, you know, being a gentleman, I let him. No, I didn't. Did I? I just went past him and buggered off.
It was. I'll tell you what. It was great to watch from third, from Dave and yourself from third all the way down to Kaylee in 9th. 3 seconds separating a lot of you. 3 seconds. Unbelievable racing.
That's good race. That's good fun.
It looks it. It looks it.
I just didn't hit him because he wouldn't speak to me again, would he?
No.
And I know Dave
no, he probably wouldn't.
I've known Dave a long time.
Is there anything you can do about the two up front, Fergus and Ian?
I don't know. Tomcat is brilliant around here. The ZR is a much better car around here. You know me.
Who knows?
You know me.
I know you.
I'll have a go.
You're like, oh yeah, maybe, probably not. And the next race, I know you. You don't tell me anything.
That's because I don't know.
Cheers, Richard. Well done, mate. So the car's just making their way out. As you can see, Fergus Campbell controlled race 1 quite comfortably. But Ian Bolton has kept him honest. The gap wasn't huge. So Fergus Campbell starts on pole position again. Ian Bolton in second place. Richard Buckley in third. We just heard from him there. What can he do? Dennis Robinson in fourth. Dave Nixon in fifth. Carl Robinson in sixth. Marcus Short in seventh. Class A winner, of course, in race 1. Ian Dowler in 8th, just had a quick chat with him. Kaylee Twigger will start the race in 9th place. Aaron Ross in 10th. Stephen Hiley in 11th. G Boggs in 12th. Joel Roy Hiley in 13th. Richard Sargent in 14th. Maddie Maguire 15th. Gregory Elgood 16th. Jack Chapman in 17th.
You can talk, you've got sound.
So here we go, we just had a minor audio problem, but we are back. What a great start it was though. Fergus Campbell going very well indeed. Is he going to be able to make it a pair of wins here at Cadwell Park this weekend? We're going to find out very shortly, aren't we? Great stuff indeed. Good start. It was a really nice start too, clean start. So the cars on their way round now. It's a slightly shortened race as well, same for the Metros. Instead of the advertised 20 minutes, it's going to be 18 instead. It's the final race, of course, of the weekend here at Cadwell Park for the MG Car Club. Next month, don't forget, it's MG Live at Silverstone. It's a huge event. If you can't make it down there, we will be there live, so you can join in with us as usual. Don't forget, if you do want to comment, show your messages of support for everybody too. Like as on YouTube, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you through to live sport now. Now here the cars come. Make sure you hit subscribe, comment. We'll put them on the screen. They're about to come up to the top of the mountain. Who is it going to be? Let me have a look. It's Richard Buckley has the lead of the race. From Fergus Campbell coming through incredibly well. Wow, we knew Richard Buckley's got a bit of extra pace. He's really showing great guns here. I can tell you that it looks like Stephen Hiley. His back bumper is hanging off that car as well. And Maddie Maguire just coming into shot as well. She's just come up the top of the mountain. Hope everything's okay there. So you're about to see him appear in your screen. Huge drama here with the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Wonderful stuff. Right, we are back. We might have lost audio for a little bit, but we are back, and what a start it is, by the way. It's Richard Buckley leading the race. Dave Nixon up to second. Hugely exciting start to this race. Wow, wow, wow. We are back. Audio is back. Hello, welcome. Thanks for the messages, by the way. Of course, we were aware that the audio had gone. We just changed the battery. So we're off. We're well on the way. I don't know if you heard it, you might have missed it. I was saying beforehand, the race is now 18 minutes instead of the advertised 20, just because we're getting close to the end of the day. MG Car Club events this year are all run over single days, except for MG Live next month, which is over 2 days at Silverstone. So of course the timetable is very tight indeed. It's jam-packed. And I think we might have about a 6:30 curfew here as well. So they're about to come up the mountain again. Here they go. And it's still Richard Buckley leading this race. Dave Nixon just hanging on with Fergus Campbell getting right into the mix as well. Dave Nixon sticks a wheel on the dirt going into Hall's Bends. There we go, he's managed to hold off Fergus Campbell. This is going to be a tighter race. This is going to be a hard race. This is going to be a thrilling race. There is Stephen Hiley's back bumper, as you can see, by the way, number 55. It's hanging by a thread, it looks like. Surely that's going to drop off any moment. That could be quite dangerous too, surely. Somebody's quite close behind him could smash into it. So I'm just trying to see, it's Marcus Short just behind Stephen Hiley as well. Actually, that could be quite tricky. Ian Dowler, by the way, has made up a place. He's now up to 8th place. He's got past Ross on that last lap. So it's Buckley, Nixon, Campbell, Bolton. We've got Dennis Robinson and Carl Robinson in 5th and 6th. Then we've got Kaylee Twigger in 7th, Ian Dowler in 8th, Aaron Ross in 9th, Marcus Short in 10th. We've got Stephen Hiley in 11th, Joel Roy in 12th, G Boggs in 13th, Gregory Elgood in 14th, and Richard Sargent 15th, and Maddie Maguire in 16th. We think Maddie might have had a bit of an incident somewhere on the opening lap. She's dropped to the back of the field. What a thriller this is. Richard Buckley, fastest lap last time around as well, a 1:47.567. He's got a 1.5 second lead over Dave Nixon. So it's a Tomcat, 1-2. Now, if they're going to do the trophy presentation straight after, we will stick around, of course. If not, then we'll go from there, but still a long way to go. 13 minutes of this race left to go. Here they come. They're coming up to the mountain now. Is it still Buckley? Yes, it is. But look at Dave Nixon, look at Fergus Campbell, look at Ian Bolton, look at the 4 of them. They're locked together. We're going to have this for the next 13 minutes. You can't take your eyes off this. Don't go anywhere. Whatever you're doing, stop and make sure you stay watching this, because we've got the most titanic 4-way fight at the top. And I'll tell you something, Dennis Robinson is in this as well. Carl Robinson is in it as well. Oh, it could be a cracker. And look at this. We've got G Boggs going in on Joe Roy Hiley there, and he gets the job done. So G Boggs gets past Hiley here for 12th position. So Dave Nixon, fastest lap that time, a 1:46.667. G Boggs was the only mover on that last lap. He's gone up to 12th place at the expense of Joel Roy Hiley, who drops down to 13th place. So it's Buckley, Nixon, Campbell, Bolton, Robinson. So that's Dennis Robinson, Carl Robinson, Twigger, Dowler, Ross, Short, Hiley. That's Steve Hiley, Boggs, Joel Roy Hiley, Elgood, Sargent and Maguire. In fact, I think Maddie might have pulled off actually somewhere, because it's still saying she's only completed one. Oh no, two. Apologies. She is still circulating the track. Apologies, Maddie. Oh yeah, she is, because I can just see her going over the start-finish line. She's just about to go through the first corner. Actually, there she is. So here they come now, here they all come. I still think Richard Buckley's got the lead, but Dave Nixon tucked in nicely behind, as is Fergus Campbell, as is Ian Bolton. Here they come. This is that fight all the way for the lead. Magnificent indeed, it really, really is. There are multiple classes with the MG Cup, by the way, so we must stress that. Class B is Fergus Campbell, so he's currently leading Class B. Ian Bolton in Class B as well, so that's the battle between third and fourth. Is actually also the battle, the on-track battle for third and fourth. The overall third and fourth is the battle for first in Class B, and the battle between Richard Buckley and Dave Nixon, the first and second overall, is also the battle for Class C honours. Stephen Hiley coming through, still that back bumper still hanging off. I'm surprised it hasn't been called. It's been about 4 or 5 laps now. It's been literally hanging off the back of that car. This is going to be super exciting all the way to the finish. 10 minutes left to go. 10 minutes of on-track action here at Cadwell Park. Someone's locked up quite heavy, it sounds like. Someone's coming out of the pits as well. Who is coming out of the pits? Oh, it's Steve Hiley. Yeah, it's finally Steve Hiley's come into the pits. So he was the blue car with the rear bumper literally hanging off. So Stephen Hiley into the pits. So with Hiley in the pits, it's Buckley, Nixon, Campbell, Bolton, Dennis Robinson, Carl Robinson, Kaylee Twigger, Ian Dowler, Aaron Ross, Marcus Short, G Boggs, Joel Roy Hiley moves up into 12th. G Boggs moves up to 11th. For Gregory Elgood is up to 13th. Richard Sargent is up to 14th. There's your race leader. And I think every time Richard Buckley comes up, his boot looks a bit loose. I'm sure I saw that back spoiler flapping about a little bit. So far, it's not affecting him at all, because he's holding the lead of this race. Here comes Ian Dowler, Class B. He's a little bit by himself, is Ian Dowler at the minute. Ironically, it must be something about the MG Cup cars, because Ian Dowler's rear bumper came off in race 1. It's the 34th anniversary of the MG Cup this year. In 1988, it started out as the Phoenix Challenge. Who knew? So Richard Buckley still holding the lead, but David Nixon looks quite close to him as they're going around the first corner. Fergus Campbell can't quite do anything this time. Fergus Campbell, the race 1 winner, he's in 3rd place at the minute. Although it does look like he's in a prime position against Ian Bolton to pick up a Class B win, second Class B win of the day for himself. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. And Marcus Short's the mover on that last lap. Marcus Short has now moved up to 9th place at the expense of Aaron Ross. And that's important because that is in Class A. That's really important. So that gives Marcus Short, who won Class A a little bit earlier, finished 7th outright, first in Class A. He's now the leader again in Class A. He's just got past Aaron Ross. Wow. Could he have a pair of class wins? Marcus Short, that would be fantastic. So Buckley, Nixon, Campbell, Bolton, Dennis Robinson, Carl Robinson, Twigger, Dowler, Short, Ross, Boggs, Joel Roy Hiley, Elgood, Sargent and Stephen Hiley in the pits. Now here they come. Oh my word, look at this, look how close they are. It's the final race of the day. They're really going for this, aren't they? As they come up the mountain, Fergus Campbell's got so much speed through these corners, he just can't quite catch them on the straights. That's where he's just been held back a little bit. If he gets out into the lead, it's okay. But I think having to fight and trying to get past him is a massive battle. Right, let me just tell you this. Between first and fourth, 1.9 seconds. First and fifth, 2.875 seconds. That is it. First and seventh, Kaylee Swigger in seventh, 5.2 seconds. That is all that separates the top 7. 5 seconds. And Richard Buckley is still holding the lead, I can see that, but Dave Nixon is tucking himself right up to the back of him. They're going to go down to Park Straight. He might be able to get a run at him there. We might have a change of the lead by the next time we see these race leaders. Oh my word. It's actually, though, I can tell you, Carl Robinson, fastest man on the track right now, 1:45.839. Carl Robinson is absolutely flying in the 444 car. He's just put in the fastest lap. And Maddie Maguire is now out of this race, unfortunately. A real shame to say, as is Stephen Hyde. Well, Stephen Hyde is still in the pits. He had his rear bumper hanging off. I wonder if they might just call it there. 6 minutes on the clock left to go of this race. Not long left now. We're starting to come into the closing stages. Who's it going to be? I'm intrigued by this. Is it going to be Buckley? Is it going to be Nixon? What about Campbell? What about Ian Bolton? It could be any of them. It could also be Dennis Robinson. It could be Carl Robinson, who's on a charge at the minute as well. Here they come into our screen. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Buckley? Is it going to be Nixon? It is Buckley. And Fergus Campbell has got past Dave Nixon. Fergus Campbell snatching into second place and gets past Dave Nixon. Wonderful stuff indeed, isn't it? It's all change, it's chop and change. The race is starting to get to its closing stages now. Don't go anywhere, you can't take your eyes off it. There goes Marcus Short, by the way. What a race weekend he's had. He's in prime position to pick up yet another Class A win. He only passed his driving test 2 months ago, he said. Yes, that's right. He only passed his driving test 2 months ago. And he's already a class winner in motorsport. Here goes Joel Roy Haley, so confirmation. Fergus Campbell up to second place. Richard Buckley still your race leader, but the gap over the line was 0.614 of a second. Top 4 separated just by 1.8 seconds. The top 7 separated by 8.7 seconds. That is it. Close racing at its very best. The Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. What a treat this is. Don't forget, get your messages of support in. There's a link in the body of this broadcast to our YouTube channel called Live Sport Now. Click it. It will take you straight over. You can watch this live right now on our YouTube channel. And if you comment, we'll bring your comment onto the screen for all to see. Don't forget, the drivers will watch this back too. So if you do comment, they will know. And I'm sure they'll thank you for their support. All right, a little bit of calm before the storm here. Every lap, you just don't know what's going to be, do you? This is so exciting, it really is. Here they come now. It's still Richard Buckley, but Dave Nixon is back past. Dave Nixon has retaken Fergus Campbell. He must have done it down to Park Straight, because here we go. And look at them, look at the 3 of them, look at the 4 of them. There's Dennis Robinson, there's Carl Robinson too, locked together. Those Tomcats have so much straight line speed, don't they? You just can't call any of this. It could be any one of them, could be all 6 of them. This is a great race. I mean, this is something special, isn't it? We've witnessed so much wonderful action here with the MG Car Club today, and what a way to finish. Over the line they go, and Nixon confirmation. He does take back second place. Over the line, the gap, Richard Buckley's lead was down to 0.355 of a second. That is it. And Dave Nixon is trying to make a move around the inside of turn 2. Not quite done. What's he going to do? He's going to get a toe down that long Park Straight. Who knows? We might see a change. Richard Buckley's controlled this race so far, but it might be about to change. Three minutes on the clock, that's it. 3 minutes of racing action, and then the weekend draws to a close for the MG Car Club before they get ready to head to Silverstone next month for MG Live. That is going to be well worth getting yourself down to if you can. If you can't, we'll be there, we'll be live. It's going to be wonderful. Now here they come. Who's it going to be? Watch this. This is thrilling. It really is. It is still just about Richard Buckley from Dave Nixon, from Fergus Campbell, from Ian Bolton, from Dennis Robinson, from Carl Robinson. Incredible. It is just incredible. There goes Kaylee Twigger, just dropping back a little bit from that group. So the top 6 separated by 3.662 of a second. That is it, 3.662 seconds. That separates the top 6. That is utter madness. And through they go. Still Buckley holding on from Dave Nixon. Fergus Campbell just dropping back a little bit. It does look like Buckley and Nixon just pulled out, I say a gap. And when I say a gap, I'm talking a second, if that. I mean, it sounds crazy, doesn't it, to say that they've actually pulled out a bit of a lead, because the top 6 are now separated by the giant gap of just 3.5 seconds. Incredible stuff. Just to give you a update on the classes, so Buckley and Nixon both in the same class in Class C. Fergus Campbell is in 3rd place on track, but he's the Class B leader. Ian Bolton 2nd in Class B. In Class A, it's Marcus Short getting the job done at the minute. He's looking to take a pair of wins in Class A today. Now here they come. This is it, up the mountain again. Fergus Campbell trying to look at the inside of Dave Nixon. Not going to get it done there into Hall's Bends. He just manages to pull away on this little stretch, doesn't he? And then he closes up again on the corners. Now Ian Dowler's getting a lot closer to Kaylee Twigger as well each lap that goes by. In fact, I think this is going to be the last lap though. I do believe they won't get over the line. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. Will they? Won't they? It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. 10 seconds left on the clock. Are they going to get over the line? Yes, they do, but they wave the checkered flag anyway. So we are kind of robbed of that last lap, which is a real shame. Richard Buckley just about takes the win from Dave Nixon, who comes home in 2nd, 0.4 of a second behind him. Fergus Campbell comes home in 3rd, but takes the Class B win. Ian Bolton in 4th, 2nd in Class B. Then it's Dennis Robinson, Carl Robinson, Kaylee Twigger, then Ian Dowler. Marcus Short is going to come home and take the Class A win. Congratulations to Marcus. What a great weekend for him. A pair of Class A wins. And then we'll just wait for the rest of the field to come over. There's a little bit of a gap whilst we wait for everybody to get over the line. Now, I've just heard as well over the tannoy, over the the circuit announcers, the overall driver of the day, as voted for by the on-track commentators, is Mark Wright from the Cockshoot Cup. Of course, last to first in race 1, sadly retired from race 2, but what a wonderful performance. So confirmation: Richard Buckley, your race winner, Dave Nixon in 2nd, Fergus Campbell 3rd, then Ian Bolton in 4th, Dennis Robinson in 5th, Carl Robinson 6th, Kaylee Twigger 7th, Ian Dowler 8th, Marcus Short 9th, G Boggs in 10th, Aaron Ross in 11th, Joel Roy Hiley in 12th, Richard Sargent in 13th, Gregory Elgood in 14th. We lost Stephen Hiley and Maddie Maguire from the race. Let's pop TSL up onto the screen just so you can see for yourself how it finished. So, thrilling stuff here at Cadwell Park. We're going to go hit the motorway though, because we've got about 4 hours to get home back down to Berkshire. But what a day's action we have had. Thank you so much for watching. Let's just pop that TSL down. Don't forget, head over to the social medias for the MG Cup and the Metro Cup. You can get all of the classified results, all of the information you need as well. So do go check it out. Don't forget, watch live sport now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Head on over, hit subscribe. You can watch live motorsport with the MG Car Club, the BRSCC, the 750 Motor Club, and Bark this year with us if you hit subscribe. And also, if you like your golf, we've got live golf coming up this Tuesday actually with Clutch Pro Tour for the Major at Chart Hills. And then on Friday, we're bringing you the Cairns Cup, the Ryder Cup of Disability. It's Europe taking on the USA. We also bring you the match day show in football and the men's and women's Premier Handball League. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.